Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me and all of those who are able to pay attention at this time to this magnificent awakening. I truly thank you for joining me. I'm Margaret Claire Jacob. This is Peggy, and I am so happy to be able to speak with you today. I've had assistance from Debbie Gustafson in order to put this together. As we are moving into this 2020 year, there are new aspects that are beginning to show and allow for us to truly be who we've always dreamt to be. This 1212 gateway is a part of that awakening. I've been doing this work for over 30 years in a variety of ways. Most of them have been through channeling and also something called toning. In preparation for this time together, I have spent time with the toning that some of you may be familiar with. It can be quite intense. It can be quite lovely. But I want to assure you that today we are going to do a very gentle presentation, for really this is about coming more into this consciousness, this awakening aspect that allows us to move past the parts that have been of such difficulty. Most who are awakened at this time are moving into a level of understanding that what has been is changed. What we are now opening to is a part of our consciousness, a part of our belief system that has always been present. I work with a group called the Mothers. They're a very loving energy that allows us, all of us, to use that participation in love to be the motivator, to be the gateway that allows us to move truly into our purpose, which is joy. It is a magnificent time of expansion. And I just want to say a word about the preparation that I know most of us have been in. It has been an intense time. If you can allow that this is a time for releasing whatever is coming to the surface, even though you've dealt with it again and again, it is a part of letting you know there's some aspect there, not as a judgment or a failure, but rather as an alert system. Our ability to feel emotions is an important aspect of understanding, as well as a jumping off point, so to speak, to reorient our heart, which is now in control as much as we can give it, to guide us in love and in re-looking at how we live our lives on a daily basis. In this now time, there is an awakened aspect that allows us to move into a place of expansion with the energies that have come at 1212 and have been arriving with the moon, and a variety of celestial aspects that have come to the planet. In our divine embodiment, meaning that our physical has upgraded and been able to allow us to find the resources to move past the pieces that have been of obstruction. Shall we say the third dimensional energy that has been our focus so much of our lives? It has, in appreciation, given us a foundation and ability to move into other streams of awakening. In this now time, we are building new understandings using our DNA as it unlocks in the codes that are now available in the physical, with the spirit and the mental in a combination that has merged. This new DNA is crystalline, therefore it flows, and this is a time of flowing. And so we begin in a new way with the Mothers. And so we welcome you, dear ones, in love and light and joy. We offer you this peace of faith, this trust and love divine. You are a welcome gift to earth, to be that place of peace. We come to bring you joy at last, that you may truly sing. And so, dear ones, we who assist each and every one with the mother's love of embrace, the ability to take what is needed as fortification, as sustenance, to allow the use of voice and song, of breath, of this divine knowing that all truly is gifted, and that the key to it all is to be in the heart space. I invite you now to move into your breath, into the heart space, to set you free, to let go of the restraints, the difficulties, the relationship pieces that have all been flying around. For this is a time to look and to have new insight. It is a time, dear ones, for renewal, for looking forward to that part that is of such magnificence. You, dear ones, are the story that you are now creating. You are beginning a new broadcast, so to speak, of this vibration that has been increasing and increasing as we have journeyed through this past year and even before. In this now time, the ability to manifest that which is your truth, not necessarily all the things you've thought, but that which is your heart's desire, that you may truly come into this awareness that your purpose, your gift, is to be exactly who you are. You are already loved. You are not broken. You do not need to be fixed. Rather, this is a time with the increasing vibrational ability of the heart to expand, to be able to fulfill all that you've dreamed. It is a time of manifestation. Be aware of what you say to yourself. Build that part of you in hope and in a faith and trust that allows you to look past what might be happening in the moment that feels so intense, that has brought up sometimes pain and suffering, but it's there to be looked at, to be released. That is what this 1212 gateway allows. An opening into the divine love and freedom that is already your birthright. Each one is gifted. Each one is loved in that intensity. Know that whatever is facing you, whatever your life seems to be bringing to you in the moment, whatever seems perhaps in this lifetime of difficulty, or when you look on the outside, you're looking at third dimension. You're looking at the energy that is truly diminishing. Therefore, what looks like chaos is breaking apart what has been as an old pattern of control. You are already in a bridged aspect, moving past fourth into fifth dimension, God's unconditional love. We want you to know you are exactly where you need to be. Allow these aspects of love from the mothers, from your guides, from your angels, to move into this space and time. We are offering you many new ways of living the daily life, of being able to be your joy, to find gratitude for what is occurring, for it is a signal. We are also saying to you, you have done the work. It is now time to believe in the dreams. See what awakens. We of the mothers come to reassure, to bring you this gentle sense that you are, in fact, in the daily life, conscious. Do you not smile to a stranger? Embrace another who is in hurt? Do you not send out this sense of greater and greater understanding for that which is different than you? Have you not faced the challenges that seem of such extremes and gone into your heart space with a deep breath to surrender, not to give up, but to give over? These are reminders for the innate knowing you already have. Allow yourself in this time of new beginnings, solstice, new moon, full moon, all of the energies that have built to bring us all to this place, this happiness and joy that is underneath some of what has been on the exterior. You have, in fact, by your willingness to face the challenges, shaken off the constructs that have been put around you, the concrete that has encased you in the sense of powerlessness. It is now a time to claim your power. This one has used toning, the sounds that are your voice, your magnificence, as a means to open up the heart space in the divine connection to Creator, of Creator, with you. Creator is you and you are Creator. Some of these concepts may seem difficult to fully embrace, but it is a developing aspect of understanding that you are, in fact, bringing forward an innate truth already known to you. In fact, the cerebellum is releasing more and more information. It is your intuition that is building its ability to guide you. Meditation, toning, being able to get out in nature, to connect in whatever brings you joy. There is no rule about this. There is no have to about this. It is rather what in this now moment allows you to smile from the inside out. What brings you a level of peace no matter what is happening around you? Or in fact, to see the fear, false evidence appearing real, and to recognize it, even though you may not be able to disconnect from it, acknowledge it. It is a part of being human. Our emotions are a part of us that change as we go forward. You are not the same individual who started this journey no matter how many years ago, or maybe just yesterday. You are different in every moment. You have everything you need in this guided time. In order to be on this planet, you were picked and you said yes. And then we all forgot. However, in this now time, you are accompanied. And all the pieces that arrange it are themselves to come to the surface may also need additional assistance. This one is here to assist in whatever way would be of the guidance that comes forward. Our journey at this time is about expansion. It's about understanding that we don't understand, that we are, in fact, taking this a moment by moment, step by step ability to be, to allow. When uncertain, when clouded in your thinking, when feeling like the tape in your head will not stop, breathe. Go into the heart. Breathe again. And exhale. And once more. Into the heart. Can you not feel the weight being lifted? The ability to be calmer, to just be? It slows us down. It brings us to a place of peace. You, dear ones, are fully enabled to be that centering peace for yourself and all. Your purpose here is becoming clearer and clearer. It is not going to the mountaintop. It is rather living in the everyday, to be the smile, to be the open heart of compassion, to understand what is your journey and what is someone else's. No matter what it looks like on the surface, each one is gifted with exactly the energy, the ability, the consciousness in order to deal with whatever is happening in their life. We remind you of this in this very hectic time, to be able to pull back into yourself. Open the heart, but know what is yours and what is someone else's journey. You can hold them in love. This is not disconnecting. This is allowing them to see that you believe they have the courage, they have the ability to face whatever is their journey, their agreement. We who support you are always able to assist. We who are your guides and loved ones remind you in this now time the joy of this awakening that builds into purpose, into remembrance, into intuitive knowing, guidance, discernment. All of these are factors, tools that assist us in looking at our lives interiorly first, loving ourselves. Then we can look outside of us with the guidance. As we are coming into these higher and higher, I call them vibrational heart aspects, we are given an ability to see with different eyes. Different filters are allowing us to reinterpret the old patterns, the old stories, that we can now create a new story. Truly, each one is able to profoundly affect themselves and the world. You are the answer. You are the being of light. You are the being of joy. And so we who love you send roses in enormous manner, that you may see a part of you in love and light divine. For you are one with all that is. You are the perfect one who opens up their heart to joy, releasing pain and all that has been of this journey, building blocks, a part of learning now, defined in different manner you can be. For love is you and all. We of the mothers truly surround you at this time to offer a form of guidance that allows it to speak to the heart, to truly embrace the energies of assistance, that we move in fifth dimension, God's unconditional love, into love, peace, joy, abundance in all things. Listen to what you speak to yourself. Are there limiting aspects? Are there words coming in of judgment or of old stories that keep repeating this sense of being a victim? This is the opportunity, dear one, to shift it all, for you are powerful, and this is the time of claiming. No one else can live your journey. No one else has the perfect guidance for you. We need each other to support the journey, where our old tapes come in and judgments slide in as well. And yet, with this intention, a very powerful source of guidance, we are setting each and every day that we are moving into this space of merging into the divine, more and more guided by an inner knowing, an aspect of expansion that also brings into this sense of power a stronger and stronger remembrance of our DNA that will enable us to move past the former restrictions or stories. You are never alone. You are not left to scramble or to find the resources in some expansive exploration. It is a time of being, listening to yourself, to your own guidance. Those who can assist are brought to you. There are no accidents. There are no happenstances. It is this joyous welcoming that allows us to have those aha moments that bring us to a place of deeper and deeper peace. And so, we surround you once more with this blanket of love, with this sense of upliftment, of soothing experience in the joy of your presence. Know that as we go forward, each and every one is given all that they need. I'd like to ask you to join with me, for those that are familiar, with toning, vibrational heart toning. We're just going to do a very gentle form, and I'll be doing that, but I'd like you to experience this sense of yourself, of your power. The toning allows you to disconnect from the tapes of the mind to bring you an ability to settle into the heart. Your innate knowing and power is a part of this. And so we begin. I would like to thank each and every one for your willingness to participate in this grand adventure. We will be continuing our expansion into video as this year continues, 2020. And we will be hopefully learning a whole lot more about it and how it all comes together. And I want to thank you and invite you to look in the Constant Contact newsletter for events, as well as the next date when we will be doing our next adventure. I am so grateful for this opportunity in expansion to come to a larger and larger place by moving the video as well into YouTube under the name Margaret Claire Jacobs. I will be setting that up at some point, and in 5 minutes, I'm now told. We will be setting this up in YouTube so that anyone who had to get off or wanted to see this again can listen again. And as we go forward, there'll be more announcements, including at some point guest speakers, questions and answers, and participation in a variety of new ways. So this is truly an exploration. If you would like to contact me for more guidance for a session, under Margaret, M-A-R-G-A-R-E-T, Claire, C-L-A-I-R-E-R-N, at yahoo.com to connect with me in any way, and we can set up a session. I again am most grateful for the journey with you and for this time of incredible power. We are the answer. You don't need to be doing other things in this larger way. At least, let us say, if you are guided to do something, follow it out. See what seems to resonate. If you need to participate in this journey in a different manner, pay attention to what is driving you. Thank you so much. We love you so. Merry 2020. Blessings all.